Hello guys, it's me. My name is Haisa, and today I decided to talk about a very interesting topic. And yeah, we are gonna talk about women, specifically women in League of Legends, and the sexualization of female characters and League of Legends, what's affecting it, and a weird relationship with why and like what type of women are sexualized in League. So let's start with what I think is sexualization. And I think like sexualization is like, I mean, it might be not the exact definition, but what do I perceive as sexualization? And it's like making out a character to like look sexy, to have sex appeal, and it's mostly due to like marketability. And what is affecting sexualization? Most of the time, the release date of the character. We will see later on a tendency where female characters used to be way more sexualized than now. Like half of them were barely even clothed. And here we have an example. This is Kate, and obviously, like, the one on the left isn't the oldest splash art because it's already like a reworked splash art. Her old splash art was even older. And on the right, we have like the Caitlyn splash art after the ASU, and they basically gave her more clothes. So like she looks like an actual detective and not a porn parody of a detective. And what I'm gonna talk about mostly, it might be a bit controversial. I don't want it to be controversial, but like I want to like mention something like that's been bothering me. But I like noticed that skin color also has a play in how a female character is gonna be sexualized. And why I am talking about skin color, not race or racial identity, it's because for me, we have only 2 black women in League. And what I mean by that, like, at first I thought like Senna is the only black woman in League, but then I looked at Nidalee. Like maybe in the basic splash art, she doesn't have like facial features of a black person, but on her character model and in the splash arts of other skins, it's more visible. And I know this video format is unusual. Not many people record videos on Paint Tool Sai, but I just love this program. It's just a normal drawing program, but I just love the like user interface, and it's more like comfortable to me, and I can also edit some stuff. So back to the topic. Let me just introduce what type of female characters I'm gonna talk about. In League of Legends, we have like around 50, I don't know the exact number, female characters. And I excluded like everyone who's like too childish or too like too animalistic. I excluded Yordles because I know there are some people who are attracted to Yordles, but you can even see on the 2009 section that I quickly erased one character, and it was Tristana because I forgot about her. But yes, I know there are some people who find Yordles attractive, but I'm just like, this is another conversation. I want to talk about mainly humanoid female characters. I googled their ages. So, like, yes, for example, Seraphine is apparently 17, so no, I'm not gonna talk about her. So, let's go back to 2009. Let me show you. Wait, I need to turn on something. Here. These are like the old models of these champions, because like some of them got reworked and stuff. We can see like basically everyone besides Kale being like half naked or like having their titties out and stuff. Here are the characters from 2010, and like for example, Sona here seems to be also like a fully clothed character. She's wearing a long-sleeved dress that's like down to the floor, but still we know her appearance in the splash art. Her like breasts are really like emphasized. And here we have Caitlyn. She's in 2011. She was released on that year. And what I wanted to show you is Karma, her old model and her new model. Like, at the time, she was like maybe first dark-skinned woman in League. And the funniest thing is like they still darkened her skin during her visual update. Like, yes, the funniest thing is like it took Riot 2 years to release a darker skin female champion. Yes, I'm not talking about Nidalee yet, because in 2009 she was white, and like Nidalee is generally a whole another story. But like you can see, like Karma is the first darker skin woman in League, and we have besides Kale, every single female character here is like showing at least like their cleavage, their legs, their stomach area. Here I showed you. Like, look, Lux is obviously another exception. But I showed her the beta. I have showed the beta version of her that got reworked. So we see, even with her, Riot intended to show more skin, but then they decided that the design is trash, so they gave her full armor instead. So like, besides Kale, we got all of the like lighter skin women, like besides Evelyn, because like she's dark blue. And suddenly we get a darker skin woman released, and she's suddenly like fully clothed out of nowhere. No cleavage, no anything. Like, the only thing that's exposed is her face and her hands. And I'm wondering why. Like, she is out of the place with the rest of the female characters. And I know some of the people can say like, oh, but like black women or like women with darker skin like don't always want to be sexualized. But I can counter that. Every single woman, no matter her like racial background or ethnicity, like also doesn't want to be sexualized in real life. But there are also some women that want to feel sexy and they want to embrace their sexuality. So, like, okay, let's give them a benefit of the doubt. It was the first darker skin female character. Maybe something will change. Like, okay, let me show you. This? Okay, I went a bit far. This is the list of every single darker skin female character showed by release date. So I already included the Nidalee after visual rework. Then was Karma, and then we had to wait since 2011 4 years for the Ilawi release. And I decided, I know it might sound silly or look silly, but I decided then to take every single of like women with darker skin that I categorized as darker skin, because like most of these women, or like at least some of them, I could have like not even put them on the list. Like I was debating in my mind, should I put Samira in there, should I put Renata Glask in here? But I decided that, like, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. This is like another point I can make in how racial diversity in League of Legends characters is like trash, basically. So like we have 9 female characters here, and only 3 of them are showing cleavage. And after that, like I tried to like put them in order, so more to the right, more skin covered. I didn't know where exactly to put Karma. I was wondering if maybe I should put Kiana later, because like Karma has an exposed leg and stuff, but I was like, no, cleavage is like seen as more sexual by society than legs. So I decided to put Kiana in like third from the left. But the thing I realize now is that Samira even doesn't show cleavage. So out of like every single darker skinned, because like not all of them are dark skin even. Out of all of the darker skinned characters, like only Nidalee and Kiana are showing cleavage, and they are relatively lighter skin than like the female characters I put on the right, and I am wondering why. Like I can show you, like for example, I have let me close this thing and let me show you. Here is a selection of other female characters I wanted to talk about, and you can see like on the top I have shown like the poster women of like League of Legends, like the hot babes, like in top lists, like top 10 sexiest League of Legends female characters. You will see at least 5 of those. And like you can see how much skin are they showing. Like Janna is basically in a bikini. Elise has like a cleavage up to her belly button. Evelyn is literally naked. Like the thing you see that resembles clothes, it's not actually clothes. It's a shadow, and you can see it like in the game when her shadow moves around. Underneath that, it's bare skin, so like she only has it for censorship. Jinx, she isn't even like a super sexualized character. Like I don't think she is supposed to be sexy, but still, like, she is wearing basically a bikini top, super tiny shorts that are showing basically half of her butt cheeks, exposed legs and stuff. And of course, like, there are women with different, like, stages of being clothed, like I showed down below here. Like, all of them, like Diana, Fiora, Kale, they are basically fully clothed. But like, the funniest thing is we have more bikini babes, like light-skinned bikini babes, than we even have darker skin female characters in League. Like, just to like show you the mental picture, we have 50 female characters, and only 9 of them have a skin color darker than a fucking cappuccino. And why is that? Like, I feel like we need more. We need more female characters with darker complexion. And like, you can even see on the tier list that, like, we've got, like, from 2009 to 2011, out of like, I don't know how many is there, we got only Karma, then we got Illaoi, and they just started appearing one by one. Like, the vast majority of them were after 2015. So, like, right now, it's better than it used to be. Like, and I think it's okay for me to talk about Nidalee. Because Nidalee is like Ariana Grande. And if you don't know what I mean about that, here is Nidalee with all of her skins. Like, she's basically changing skin color, every single skin. And there is one explanation I have for that, because at first, as I have shown you before, and Nidalee used to be light skin, like she used to be white as porcelain, almost, obviously. But in 2012, she got a visual update. And every single, like the first top, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skins were before her visual rework. So up until like Bewitching Nidalee, it was all old Nidalee. But then we have Headhunter Nidalee. She was released in 2013. And this is where it's getting weird to me. Because, like, I understand if Riot just didn't want to change her race in her older skin, and they just made darker skin in her base skin and yada yada. But then, for some reason, when we have super sexualized skin with like basically half of boobs out, half of stomach out, with like thighs out, they decided to make her white again. And I'm like, why? If she's like, if they made her darker skin, then especially because like Headhunter Nidalee is wearing like a hairstyle that has the texture of dreadlocks. I don't know if these are exactly dreadlocks, but like they took a black hairstyle and they took a darker skinned woman, and they still like didn't math for them, and they still decided to make her white. And it's like specifically even weirder considering how like basically every other skin of Nidalee has like more coverage than like before her rework. Like you can clearly see the difference. Like maybe there are some parts where like on the DWG Nidalee, like she has like these cutouts on her dress. She has her thighs showing, but like not as much as in her like first 5 skins. Like we see a distinction. So like it's a weird coincidence that ever since racial like diversity at least had started to increase in League, the sexualization decreased. And like Nidalee, when she was white, they made her super sexy like pin-up doll skins. They made her skin darker. Suddenly she's wearing more clothes. And I don't know, something doesn't just feel right to me. But like, I mean, I'm not canceling Riot yet. It's just a little sus. Like, I have a bad feeling about this. Like, of course we have Ocean Song Nidalee, but I can show you later that she's not even like that revealing when we will see later more skins, and I'm about to show them. Like, for example, let me start with Pool Party. This is like the list of, not list, like this is a bunch of images showing every single female champion, of course humanoid, because I know there's a Pool Party Rek'Sai and Pool Party Lulu. This is like a picture of all of the Pool Party women, and we can see like out of all of them only like Talia has relatively darker skin. And when all of the women, even Oriana being a robot, like they all wear like either a one-piece swimsuit or a two-piece swimsuit. Like, of course we can see that the most sexualized, the most revealing of them is Kate, probably Misfortune, but like all of them besides Talia have like a swimsuit that looks like a swimsuit that I personally wouldn't go out in public randomly like that. Like, I would only go with this type of clothing on the beach. But Talia, for some reason, like, has to have like zero cleavage. Even shoulders are covered. Like, she's got sleeves up to her elbows. And she also, instead of like underwear, she has shorts that are like more covering. And there is an argument that Talia was like apparently 16, but apparently she was 16 when she first met Yasuo, and after that time some time passed, and she's supposed to be 23 now. And it's just the thing with Talia, she's like like in the back then I have showed you the like pictures of darker skin women in League, like sorted by clothing, and I gave her like I put her the most at right because like she's basically up to the neck, covered everything, and like I know she's like, I don't hate this skin. I actually like this skin, like the pool party Thalia. I think she's gorgeous. Mm, I'm more so speaking about the choice because I think like this outfit fits her personality, fits her character. Like it would be out of the place to show her with like super big cleavage, with like basically G-string panties. Like it would be weird. So like I appreciate the design of the skin, but like why only Thalia? Why can't we have, for example, pool party Karma also? Why can't we have pool party Senna, pool party Ilawi, pool party even Kiana, pool party Nyla? Like why? We can, like, I also have pasted some of the splash arts just to like illustrate like how like pool party women are perceived in the splash arts. Like we can see more of like their body, like from the front. Like on Caitlyn we can see like her titties and stuff. In Misfortune I think they are also like emphasized. On Leona has like laying down underneath the umbrella, and you know her, the way she's laying down, it's supposed to be like she's kinda chilling, but I think it's like slightly flirtatious, like not blatantly super gigantically sexual, but I think it has a slight hint of suggestion. And Fiora, we can see her like she's also looking badass, but like she's all wet, and we can see like the emphasis on her body. With Syndra and Oriana, like it's a bit of a difference because like as I said, like Misfortune, Leona, Fiora, and even Kate are like older ones. I mean, Kate was probably released, like the pool party was released in 2018, but like it's still older than the Syndra, Oriana, and Thalia. But like you can see a slight difference. They are not as sexualized, but like you can still like see their body, like, and their pose is more dynamic. But with Thalia, she's surfing, like she's all the way like super dynamic pose, like not even showing her body. And I mean that's super great for her, but I think we lack like a pool party Senna that has like super tight bikini like Caitlyn, and like with the emphasis on how sexy she is, because like I feel we really lack this in League of Legends. Like for example, we have the winter skins, and I have shown them from two series of skins, Snowdown Showdown and Winter Wonder. And on Snowdown Showdown, we can see like Misfortune, Katarina, and Nidalee. Like they are wearing like cheap Halloween costumes of Santa, basically, and like obviously there is like, you can argue with me that, oh, I have shown only 3 of them, like we don't need to put black characters everywhere. And to counter that, like, why wouldn't we? Like, I think we need more of them, and especially like from such a big company like Riot, they pump out like thousands of skins, and half of them like are too fucking cluttery, too fucking like unnecessary. Sometimes they are just pumping like hundreds and hundreds of skins every year, and suddenly like putting I don't know, Santa Karma in like in a short mini Santa dress holding a candy cane is too much for them. Why? Like, just why? And I have shown you Winter Wonder. Like, you have Winter Wonder Severe, Winter Wonder... Not Winter Wonder. It's Frostblade. More so, Frostbutt Irelia. Like, we can see the emphasis on her ass. And next to them, we have Karma. So, like, Sever and Irelia have the fan service, because on Sever, like, it's not as obvious, but we can see, like, her titties. But on Karma, we don't see the titties. And, like, why, when all of the skins in, like, the skin series, you have like those white women or lighter skin women, and they are sexualized, they are hot babes. But when a darker skin woman gets a skin like that, like, she's suddenly desexualized. Like, Karma is pretty, obviously, but I am like, every single League of Legends woman is pretty to me. I'm not talking specifically about being pretty. I am talking about sexiness and like how they are portrayed. Like, I'm kind of losing words for this, because like the most we have gotten, for me personally, is true damage Senna. Like, she still has full pants on, so she doesn't show her legs, but we can see like a bigger section of her midriff. We can see her being in the center, and like her body being like displayed. I mean, it's a disgusting way to say that, but like, you know, like, it's more exposure, and like we can see like every single muscle on her stomach sculpted perfectly. So like, we can count that as fan service. But like, compare this to, for example, like Maid Nidalee. We can see the difference in how this sexualization appears. And I don't like that. Like, I know that like the way League of Legends women are sexualized has changed, and probably we won't get another French-made anyone. But like, we still get fan service, we still get Irelia, we still get like some big titties, we still get Kaisa. Kaisa, who's supposed to be a void monster, and apparently when she's coming out to the surface, she's like being looked at, and she's scaring off people because she's apparently a big scary monster. Do you want to see how this big scary monster looks in game? This is the scary monster. She's wearing a super tight bodysuit. She's got the perfect hourglass body. She's got super skinny waist. She's got super big thighs, which are like now considered the beauty standard. And she has no blemishes on her face besides some like scars or something, which still like don't take away from her beauty. Like, she still has perfect face, perfect hair, perfect everything. So like, the sexualization didn't disappear. Like, I don't have any pictures here to pull up, but like, same with Kale. Back then, Kale used to be like 100% covered, full armor, everything. We even had a skin called Unmasked Kale, because it wasn't a normal thing to like show her face. Like, she had always a helmet on. It was a mystery of what's besides that helmet. But since her VGU or ASU, I don't know, visual update, we have this scale now, and they changed the unmasked Kale to transcended Kale, because right now they made it so Kale shows her face every game since like level 11. I don't remember her exact evolutions right now. Like, I think since level 11, and every single new splash art of her, like, she isn't wearing her helmet. She's like super pretty babe with a flawless face. So like, they are still pushing the female attractiveness onto it. Like, there isn't like so much sexualization. But so if they can like if they are capable of like making Kale more sexually appealing, I mean, even if she's not as sexy as like Irelia or Ari or something, even if they are doing this to Kale, why cannot they do this to Senna, to Illaoi, to I don't know, Karma? Like, I keep saying Senna, Illaoi, Karma, but like, what about Kiana? Like, Kiana is like having super like emphasized thighs. Like, she also has like a sexy body shape, but they still like didn't give her like a super skimpy clothing skin. And I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is a conscious decision of Riot, or like they forgot about that, else or something? Is it something they overlook? Like, I mean, probably, like, they are gonna keep overlooking that because, like, they are bought by, like, a huge share of them is bought by Tencent, a Chinese company. So, like, this is why we also see more, like, Chinese culture inspired skins. There has been, like, more Immortal Journey, like the Heaven Scale, like all of these themes, like Myth Maker. And the beauty standard in China is to be pale. So this is why I don't think I'm gonna get my fan service soon. Even though I wish I had some. Like, let me jump to the conclusion. And I think you can see, like, the conclusions show themselves. You can think about it. What I think. And, like, you can even correct me in the comments if some of the stuff I worded it in an inappropriate way. I tried to, like, get my point across without saying anything, like, objectifying and stuff, but, like, it's hard having to talk about, like, female bodies in League and comparing them one to another. Like, it's objectifying, like, by itself, but, like, I wanted to, like, talk about it with a purpose, and the purpose is to say that, like, representation in League of, like, people of color, especially, like, people with darker skin complexion, is trash. Because, like, I didn't divide this specifically by race because, like, for example, like, Karma and Nyla are more like Southeast Asian, Samira looks more like Middle Eastern. I didn't talk about, like, East Asian characters, like women from Ionia, because, like, when you look at that and you realize, like, how little we have of those characters with, like, diverse backgrounds. And I wish we had more of them. Like, as you can see in this picture, I want Pool Party Senna because, like, I love Senna. I find her really attractive. And, like, I don't want to imagine that. I want it in game. Like, please, Riot, just do it for me. Like, when darker skin women started to appear in League more, they suddenly started to shut down, like, the Christmas skins. They started to shut down the pool party skins. They made some stupid ocean song thing no one asked about, because they thought that the skin line is overloaded. Not to mention the fact when they imported the Wild Rift Star Guardian skins to PC, they already had the assets, like Orianna, Seraphine, Senna. Like, they already have been in Wild Rift, and, like, in the teasers they were shown together. But for some reason, I know I don't want to make conspiracy theories, but Senna was released a week later than them. There was only Seraphine and Orianna. Senna was later than them, even though she was already in Wild Rift, and probably she was released the same time in Wild Rift. So why was she released later in League? Like, does Riot hate Senna? What is wrong? Like, I don't know. What if just they don't want to release Pool Party Senna because they will have to release Pool Party Lucian, or he will be jealous that she went to the beach alone without him in a sexy two-piece bikini? Is this what are they afraid about? That Lucian is gonna be jealous or something? Like, let him be jealous, because he's got a very attractive wife. Let him be jealous. He took a body, so he has to handle a body. Like, please, Riot, we need more. I need more. Like, listen to me. Okay, so I have expected this to be like at least like 3 times longer. But like, I hope I didn't repeat myself too much, and I hope I got my point across. So, to anyone listening, I am so grateful that you clicked onto this video and that you have lasted this long. And I hope you're gonna be ready for the next time I'm gonna do a presentation like that. I hope I'm gonna improve some things, and I hope I'll be more comfortable speaking to the mic. But this is all I have. Like, do anything with this video that you want. You can click away, you can like, you can dislike, you can comment. You can turn the PC off after that because you've been sitting too long. And yeah, goodbye.